Before I begin, I just want to thank you for the overwhelming support on my channel recently, and also that I wrote a Diary of a Wimpy Kid parody book. There's a link in the description below. So today we're reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Ugly Truth by Jeff Kinney. To Thomas. September, Thursday. It's been almost 2.5 weeks since me and my ex-best friend, Rowley Jefferson, had our big fight. To be honest with you, I thought he would have been calling back to me by now, but for some reason, that hasn't happened. I'm actually starting to get a little concerned because school starts backing up in a few days, and if we're going to get this friendship back on track, something needs to happen quick. If me and Rowley really are through, that would stink because the two of us had a pretty good thing going. Can I take a rest break? It's only like 3 more blocks. Now that our friendship is history, I'm in the market for a new best friend. The problem is, I invested all my time in Rowley, and I don't have anyone lined up to take his place. The two best options I have at the point are Christopher Brownfield and Tyson Sanders, but each of those guys have their own issues. Christopher, Tyson. I hung out with Christopher for the last few weeks of the summer, mostly because he's a really excellent mosquito magnet. But Christopher is more of a summertime friend than a school year friend. Ouch! Swat. Lick. Tyson is nice enough, and we like the same video games, but he pulls his pants all the way down when he uses the urinal, and I don't know if I can ever get past that. Hey there, Greg. The only other kid my age who's not paired up with someone is Franklin, but I ruled him out as a best friend material a long time ago. I'll bet I can fit your whole foot in my mouth. Anyway, I'm still keeping the door open for a crack for Rowley, just in case. But if he wants to save this friendship, he better do something fast. Because the way things stand, he's not going to come out looking very good in my autobiography. Greg Heffley, A Life. Chapter 8, Childhood. I used to live near this kid. I think his name was Rupert or Roger or something. With my luck, though, I'll go on to be rich and famous, and Rowley will still find a way to ride my coattails. I used to be friends with Greg Heffley by Rowley Jefferson. Saturday. The reason I don't see things changing between me and Rowley is because he's already found himself a replacement friend, or to be more accurate, his parents did. For the past few weeks, Rowley's been hanging out with this teenager named Brian. Whenever I go by Rowley's house, he's out in the front yard throwing a football or a frisbee with a guy who looks like he's in high school or college. Well, I just am poking around, found out that this Brian guy isn't some normal kid from the neighborhood. He's part of a company called Cool Brian, which is sort of like a big brother for hire kind of thing. In fact, I'll be willing to bet money that this guy's name isn't really even really Brian. Cool Brian, wholesome mentors for growing boys. Mom says she thinks the Cool Brian thing is a great idea because it gives kids a role model they can look up to. That makes me kind of mad because the way I see it, I'm Rowley's role model. Gah! Trip. Hee hee hee. And now Rowley's parents have been paying some guy to do what I've been doing all these years for free. The thing that really burns me is that Rowley probably doesn't even know that his parents are paying this guy to spend time with him. And I don't think it would bother Rowley if he did know the truth. Today I saw Rowley hanging out with a different Cool Brian, so Rowley's regular guy must have taken a day off. But I could tell Rowley didn't even notice. Tuesday. Today was the first day of school. I don't want to jinx things, but it's looking like this could be a great year for me. In homeroom, we got our textbooks for a semester. My school can't afford to get new books every year, so we usually get hand-me-downs. But when you get a book that 10 kids had before you, it makes it kind of hard to do any actual learning. Usually, I have a really bad luck when it comes to previous book owners. Last year, I got a MacBook that belonged to Brian Goot. And that didn't exactly up my cool factor in the hallways. Hey, you got my book. But this year, I totally lucked out. When I got my math book, I found that it used to belong to Jordan Jury. Jordan Jury is the most popular kid in the grade above me, so carrying his textbook around should translate to some major popularity points. The reason Jordan is so popular is because he always has these big blowout parties, and it's really hard to get invited. But I can figure that this algebra book could be just the thing I need to get on his radar. Speaking of popular kids, I sat near Bryce Anderson and his group of friends at lunch today. Bryce is basically the Jordan Jury of my grade, and he's got a bunch of cronies who are always going around with everything he says. Hey, what's that high-pitched noise? Yeah, I hear it too. Ow, ow. And those guys are loyal to Bryce no matter how dumb he makes them look. I'm just kidding, there's no high-pitched noise. See, Bryce Anderson has the right idea. He doesn't actually need a best friend because he got a bunch of lackeys who basically worship him. The reason me and Rowley didn't make it is because we were equal partners in our friendship, and I don't think that kind of model has a chance of working out. Friday. At school today, I heard Rowley tell some kid he was going to a rock concert tonight. I admit I was a little jealous since I have never been to a real concert myself, but when I found out who was performing, I was glad I wasn't invited. Scream! Still, it kind of irks me that Rowley is having more fun than I am. In fact, it seems like everyone is having more fun than me these days. There are some kids in my grade who posted pictures online. And from the looks of things, they're all having a way better time than I am. I don't want people thinking my life is lame, so I decided to take some pictures to show how great things are going for me. All you really need is a digital camera and a photo editing program, and you can make it look like you're having a total blast. Tonight, I was right in the middle of creating a wild New Year's Eve party scene when I got busted by Mom. Oh well, Mom won't let me post photos on the computer anyway because of privacy and all that. Or maybe it's because she learned her lesson after letting my older brother Roger post his pictures. Roger's been trying to get a job so he can buy a new drum set, but nobody will hire him. Mom told him that nowadays employers look up the people they're thinking of hiring, and the pictures are probably hurting his chances. So Roger replaced his band pictures with this one. Wednesday. This year, everyone in my grade has to take advanced health, which covers some top secret stuff that I guess they didn't think we were ready for until now. In the first week classes, the boys and girls were mixed together, but today Nurse Paul said that she was going to split us up. She sent the girls down to Miss Gordon's room, and then she put it in a video for us boys to watch. From what I could tell, the video was at least 30 years old. I'm sure Dad watched the same exact tape when he was my age. Say hello to the brand new you, Boys Edition. I'm not going to describe everything that they showed in the video because it was actually pretty disgusting. If you ask me, some of that stuff doesn't really belong in the classroom. Rowley didn't even make it through the whole video. He passed on the 2-minute mark when they said the word perspiration. To be honest with you, I don't know if Rowley's ready for this stuff. He's basically like a little kid. He told me once he voiced the older kids at school because he's afraid that he's going to catch puberty. In fact, now that I think of it, I haven't seen Cool Brian for a while. So I wonder if Rowley's avoiding him too because he thinks he's contagious. The same kind of thing happened in last year's health class when they did the smoking unit. The teacher said that you never know who's going to offer you a cigarette and that it could be even your best friend. No. Well, after that, Rowley heard that he wouldn't even walk on the same side of the street as me for a solid month. Shiver, shiver. Believe me, I don't need some teacher to tell me that it's not cool to smoke. My grandfather convinced me of that last year on Thanksgiving. Anyway, I think Rowley's just one of those kids who are always going to be a few years behind everyone else maturity-wise. Rowley doesn't even know how to tie his shoes yet because he's the kind of person who has Velcro everything. RIP. Last year, Rowley's mom bought him sneakers with laces, and I can't even tell you how many times I had to bail him out. I guess it probably should have been a warning sign that my best friend was impressed that I knew how to tie my own shoes. Thursday. Today I was reading the comics in my newspaper, and I saw an ad that caught my attention. It was for a Peachy Breeze ice cream, and apparently they're looking for a new spokesperson. Could your child be the next Peachy Breeze kid? Open tryouts at the Liberty Street Mall this Saturday. Peachy Breeze has these commercials on TV that run non-stop with a kid with the freckles and the high-pitched voice. Peachy Breeze is peachy keen. The Peachy Breeze kid used to be kind of cute, but over the years he's gotten a little seedy looking. Peachy Breeze is peachy keen. So I guess they're looking for someone to take his place. Well, I'd be the perfect for the role. First of all, I love ice cream, so it wouldn't be hard for me to get in the acting part. Second, I would be willing to miss a lot of school to fulfill my Peachy Breeze obligations. And they wouldn't even have to worry about me getting too old for the part because I'll take whatever I need to stop growing. Hope you have a good day at work. Groan. The only stumbling block I see is that Dad hates these PG Breeze ice TV ads because he thinks the kid is annoying. So I don't think he'll be too thrilled if I become the next spokesperson. PG Breeze is PG Keen. Okay, guys, so we finished our sneak peek here. Make sure to check out my Diary of a Wimpy Kid parody book, Empty Pockets, and I'll see you later.